Joining us today is Katherine Teh-White, founder and Managing Director of Futureye, who will be speaking at IIR's Mining New South Wales, taking place on the 1st to 2nd of September 2010 in Orange. Hello Katherine, thanks for joining us.
Thanks very much, James.
First of all, can you briefly explain Futureye's philosophy?
Sure, we're an organisation that's all about creating solutions for major sustainable development problems, and we work with companies and governments and communities to create solutions to those sort of significant sustainability issues. We do strategy, stakeholder engagement and communication.
How can you manage conflicts and develop mutually beneficial outcomes for multiple land use with so many diverse stakeholders involved?
Yeah, as the population pushes the peri-urban environment out, and there's also increased desire for regions to grow, etc. And the issue of population and land use is going to become increasing problem and issue for companies that are in the mining industry or oil and gas and agricultural communities. So our view in terms of how you need to manage those is to actually look at what the underpinning requirements of those industries are, understand how they impact on each other, and what you can do to create sequential or multiple land use outcomes for those communities, so that literally you end up with a coexistence outcome, and that's certainly what we're aiming for.
Can you briefly run me through a successful outcome you've achieved for a client?
Sure. Well, one of the clients that we've worked for is an organisation called One Steel. They have a steelworks in Whyalla, and in that example, in 2005, they had a Red Dust Action Group in Whyalla, in South Australia, actually taking them up to the Land and Environment Court and then the Supreme Court, challenging them in relation to dust emissions in the east end of Whyalla. And the organisation hired us, and we helped facilitate a process where now One Steel is held up by this activist group as a leader in environment social responsibility and setting new benchmarks. They're so satisfied with the outcomes and the approach that the company's taken, the embedded culture in the organisation, that they are now winding their activist group up, and often coming out and defending the organisation if and when they need it, or in fact advocating for the organisation too. So that's great news for them.
You're speaking at IIR's Mining New South Wales 2010, which takes place on the 1st to 2nd of September in Orange. What will you be discussing in your presentation?
I'll be talking about how the mining industry could better manage or create outcomes where multiple land use is possible, and from a community and other industry perspective. So ways the mining industry can work with others so that others become advocates for their industry in that community.
And what do you hope that delegates will gain from your presentation and this event as a whole?
I think the practical, a practical sort of little toolkit for them around how to assess their current approach, and perhaps some thought starters on how they might improve their current approach.
Katherine Teh-White, many thanks for your time today.
Thank you, James.